So I'm doing this video kind of vlog style because my tripod's a little messed up. But Anidees sent me another case. As you guys know, I've been working with them for quite some time, and they always send me pretty good stuff. I like their products. I like the quality of their products. This time they sent me a surprise. I haven't been doing YouTube in a while, and I reached out to them to get back on track. And basically they sent me a XL case, the Crystal XL, and it's a big case, as you can see from my intro. So how did I like the case? I love the case, but let's go ahead and check out the review and see what I think.
The Anidees AI Crystal XL is somewhat of a unique case. It's one of the largest cases I've ever had the pleasure of checking out, and it comes with tons of unique features and benefits, as well as some minor drawbacks. So with that said, let's go over what this case has to offer. Starting with the exterior, it's the same as the original AI Crystal case. A rectangular glass box with heavily tinted glass, but this case takes it to a whole new level, literally. The case is overall much larger than the original, hence the XL in the name, which means the glass panels are much larger and in turn heavier. There's glass on both sides and on the front. Along the front panel of the case, there's ventilation slots to help with airflow as well. Moving to the interior, removing the massive tempered glass panel requires the removal of 8 thumb screws. Once inside, you can see the cavernous interior, and I do not throw that word around lightly. Let's start at the bottom. The bottom houses the PSU shroud, a basement if you will. In the middle, you will find the Anidees logo in chrome. Moving to the top of the shroud, you will see 2 places to mount a pump or a pump res combo. This case was essentially made for water cooling, if you haven't gotten the idea already. These 2 mounting brackets are removable if you want a cleaner look. To the left, there's a rubber grommet for routing cables for your graphic card, which is a welcome inclusion. Slightly to the left of that, there's mounting holes for a 2.5-inch drive. Moving up from this is a curious little feature. These brackets actually keep graphics cards from sagging. Provided you have a long enough graphics card, this is a useful feature. These brackets are actually removable with a single thumb screw. Underneath, you'll find rubber grommets for routing more cables through. Along the back side of the case, yes, there's 10 PCIe expansion slots. I don't know any motherboards that support that kind of expansion capabilities, but they're there if you need them. To the left of these slots, there's the vertical graphics card holder, which sits pretty close to the glass. Now, going back to the right side of the case, there's an interesting area. This area is where you can store drives. This comes included with 2 boxes inside the case. Included in one of those boxes, the larger one, are 8 metal drive sleds, which can hold 3.5 or 2.5-inch drives. The installation is very simple, and it comes with all the screws you need to do so. Here's what it looks like installed. When it comes to cooling capability, this case shines. This is the AR3 version of the case, so it came included with 5 120mm fans. The front can hold up to 4 120mm or 3 140mm fans. Radiator support includes up to a 480mm rad or a 420mm rad. The top holds up to 4 120s or 3 140s as well as the same radiator support as the front. The back can hold a 120 or 140mm fan as well. There's also magnetic dust filters on the front, top, and underneath the case for the power supply. Moving around to the back side of the case, here's where some more interesting things are. This case was made for storage. There are 3 slots for 2.5-inch drives on the back of the motherboard tray. Underneath the PSU shroud, there's 2 separate bays which hold 3 3.5-inch or 3 2.5-inch drives. These bays are completely removable should you not want to utilize these. Removing these gives you more space for cable management when installing the power supply. The I/O cables come neatly strapped, and there's plenty of depth here to allow for proper cable management. Also included is a fan hub which takes up to 8 fans and 2 LED strips. Now, let's check out a completed build to show you how the setup will look in this case.
So behind me you see the completed build, and it was pretty easy to build in. It was a pleasure to build in. There's a ton of space for cable management. The interior is pretty cavernous, so getting your hands around components, whether you want to mount the graphics card vertically or horizontally, is very easy. There's tons of holes everywhere in the case for cable routing. The grommets, I like the grommets. They could be a little thin. I wish they were a little bit thicker, more sturdier. But other than that, guys, the case is a breeze to build in. Now, I think I'm going to keep this case. I'm going to do a couple of mods to it. I really want to do like an acrylic mod, you know, to cover up some of the side panel where all the extra space is. And I'm gonna probably water cool everything, the graphics card and everything too. And as you guys can see, I have like one of the largest graphics cards out there on the market right now, which is the XFX Thick 3 Ultra, the RX 5700 XT. And it's a monster of a card, but even it looks tiny in comparison to what this case is. This case would really be perfect for people trying to build a water-cooled build, a custom loop build, dual loop especially, because there's a lot of space for dual pumps and dual reservoirs. Also for people looking to start up a server, this has so many places for hard drives, and a lot of space for an extra large motherboard like an EATX or a server board of some sort. You get extra standouts and everything in the case for that, but this will be perfect for that. So me, I'm going to use it for another purpose though. I'm going to do some mods, change out the fans, get some different kind of fans. They sent me some better fans, some fans I'm going to review here shortly. But man, this case is really nice. It was really impressive. It's really fun to build in, and I like the case overall. But that's my thoughts on this case. If you guys like my channel, if you like anything I do on this channel, go ahead, drop me a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Help me get to 1,000. I'm going to do a giveaway at 1,000. 1,000 subs means I can bring you guys more content, and it's really going to help this channel go a long way. So like and subscribe, guys. This is Joe from Petty Fixes. I'll see you on the next one.